hopes for the rewards of his Lord and his pleasure. Avoiding the desires of the soul becomes easier for him, since he fears his displeasure and punishment. That's how it is. Some people, it's difficult for them to obey Allah because they don't really know the great reward that Allah has. If they really believe in the rewards and they want them, everything becomes easy. And Allah has commanded us only with the things that are easy for us. Look at the people, man. They get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and they catch the bus. If it's cold, snow, doesn't matter. And they go and work 8, 10 hours in some very hard conditions. All of that, what are they doing? Because they love the job? What are they doing it for? The money. Why they do it for the money? Because they need it. Can you imagine someone make $500 a week and he's going to go and do it, and then he inherited $10 million. What are you going to do? First thing come to his mind is what? Quit the job. Is he going to still go and get up early and this and work hard, and this supervisor yelling at him and this one making fun of him, and he's sitting there and somebody say, didn't you just inherit 10 million? Yeah, what are you doing here? I just love my job. Yeah, right. He ain't going to go there. But as long as he needs that job and that pay, he's going to continue to go, right? And also, he's not going to do whatever his nafs wants to do, right? He wants to stay asleep. He's like, no, right? You got to get up, brother. You got to go to work. You see how it is? His friends having a party or don't want to go play or whatever. And they say, hey, Abdullah, come. Like, no, man, I gotta go, man, I gotta go to work. I need that pay. Same thing in this dunya. You want a Jannah or not? That's the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. Paradise, you've heard that before, right? That's what it is. If you want prize, Jannah, then you have to, everything that Allah says, become easy. Get up for Fajr, no problem. Bismillah. People, they get up like 2 hours before Fajr to go to work. On their day off, they sleep until 11 a.m. Why? Because they don't understand. See, that's the problem. If somebody says, let's turn off that alarm, go to sleep. Whenever you get up, go to work, he says, come on, man, I'll be fired. Doesn't work like that. But then when he comes to Fajr, set the alarm, don't worry, Allah will wake us up, inshallah, okay? And they don't want to set no alarm for salat, but they set like 3 alarms for work. They don't want to miss work. Allah al-Musta'an. But Tawheed helps. He said, amongst the many verses of Tawheed, Ikhwan, is that when Tawheed is complete in the heart of its bearer, Allah endears him with faith and adorns his heart with it. Allahu Akbar. And that's the best adornment. He would hate kufr, this person now. Allah adorn his heart with these beautiful things. That person will hate kufr, fisq, sins. And it places him among the ranks of the guided, those who are truly guided. Tawheed lightens the worshipper's mishaps and weakness and weakens his pain. Because look, we're human. We go through things. We're subjected to trials, to, hardship. But some people, they lose it when they are tested. And why me? Why not? This. A'udhu billah. They even make a statement that they don't supposed to make. But the one who understands Tawheed, mashallah, calamity before, he's smiling. He knows Allah is testing me. He knows Allah tests the believers to make them even more strong, alhamdulillah, in their iman, and to raise them many levels on Yawm al-Qiyamah. The calamity comes, he goes to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, I'm sorry, I'm bringing it to you, this very bad news, And then he's like, what? There ain't nothing bad, man, what is it? You're diagnosed with cancer. And he says, alhamdulillah, and with a big smile. And the doctor is like, it's a cancer, man. I ain't saying, yeah, it's okay. I heard you. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. That's the believer. Not like, no, that's not me, man. You mistaken me for somebody else. You know, no. And he want to fight with a doctor who bring him the news. Nah. Say, Alhamdulillah, I don't do much good. Allah wants something good for me. He's testing me with this. Allahu Akbar. Ahlan wa sahlan. Alhamdulillah. Tfaddal. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله أشهد أن لا إله أشهد أن محمد لا حول ولا لا حول ولا اللهم صل على محمد آت محمد الوسيلة. نعم. Allahu Akbar. So subhanAllah, the believer, he knows that this life is a life of work, the abode of work and trial and tests. And you shouldn't be surprised when something bad happened to you. You should say, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I'm not the only one. And especially when something you think is bad for you, and there are other people that they have it worse than you. Sometimes a person, one eye, he didn't lose his sight. He just like one eye is closing a little bit. He can open it like he thinks this is it. And he forget that he still have another eye that is sound. Other people don't even have one weak one. Some other people, they hope to have only one weak eye. They can't see. And on top of that, your hearing is still sound. You can still eat. You can sleep. You can walk. You can... So alhamdulillah, whenever you test with something, look at the good things that Allah still allow you to benefit, and it's going to make it easy for you to go through that. Allahu Akbar. Now, so he said, well, I'm going to repeat again that statement, that point. He said, the Tawheed lightens the worshipper's mishaps and weakens his pain. It is based on the completeness of the worshipper's Tawheed and faith, that his heart is comfortable with his mishaps and misfortunes, and his soul is content, submitting and accepting that Allah has decreed such trials for him. And we have the magnificent hadith when the Prophet says, Ajaban, it's amazing the affairs of the believers. Everything that happens to the believer is khair, is good for him. In asabathu sarra'a, فشكر فكان خير الله. When good things happen to him, he thanks Allah. He don't say this me, my scales, it runs in the family. None of that. He says it's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he thank Allah, and it's good for him. وإن أصابته ضراء صبر فكان خير الله. And when mishaps happen to him and things that usually people dislike happen, he's patient. So this is from Allah, alhamdulillah. Allah is testing me with this, alhamdulillah. And that's, he become patient. He don't say, why me, why not, oh, this is not right. Some even people, they say it's not fair. It's not fair. This is very, very serious statements that we have to pay attention to. Also among them, the great and many virtues, and the greatest virtues of Tawheed, that it frees the worshipper from slavery to created beings. from depending upon them, fearing them, hoping in them, and doing deeds for their sake, like ignorant Sufis. They are slaves to some dead people, or slaves to some sheikh, because they don't understand Tawheed. They do anything for that sheikh. But Tawheed free you, man. You're a free man. You're a servant of Allah. You're not a servant for no human being. Among the greatest virtues of Tawheed, that it frees the worshipper from slavery to created beings, from depending upon them, or fearing them, hoping in them, and doing deeds for their sake. And this wins him true honor and respect. By this he will have truly deified Allah and rendered his worship to Him, not hoping in other than Him, nor fearing except Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, nor repenting to any but Him. By this he will have realized his success and grant himself a happy end. Allah. Likewise, amongst the great virtues of Tawheed, which nothing besides Tawheed can achieve it, is that if it is complete and perfect in the heart, and it is realized with certain conviction and total sincerity, then it makes even insignificant deeds increase. It increases the deeds. You do little, but you get a great reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Multiplying the worth of his deeds and sayings beyond limits or enumeration. This statement of Ikhlas, La ilaha illallah, will tip the scale such that the heavens, the earth, and all of Allah's creatures that inhabit them could not come near its weight, as it comes in the hadith. SubhanAllah. Likewise, as in the hadith of Abu Sa'id, as we mentioned earlier, which was mentioned, and also the hadith of Al-Bitaqa, another hadith of Al-Bitaqa, of the card containing the statement of La ilaha illallah. On Yawm al-Qiyamah, there was a man who came, and on one side of the scale they put 99 long scrolls of evil deeds. 99 scrolls full of sins, each scroll reaching as far as the eyes can see. So now imagine the magnitude of one of those scrolls. All of them filled with sins. Not alone now, there are 99 of them. Look how heavy. And they put in the scale. But then Allah said to that servant of his, you have one good deeds with us today. You won't be wronged. What was that? One index card. What's this index card do with all of these 99 heavy scrolls of sins? When it was put, it overweight in a way that these things jump and scatters in the air. Those 99 heavy scrolls. What was in that bitaqa? Somebody know? What was in it? La ilaha illallah. In that card was La ilaha illallah. The Shaykh said all of this is granted from saying it with complete sincerity. It's not enough to just say La ilaha illallah and oppose it like Shaykh Al-Albani rahimahullah ta'ala always say, our noble scholars. They say, look at this masakeen, these ignorant Muslims these days. Those who say La ilaha illallah all time in tashahhud, in salat. Some of them they're like La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. That's not going to benefit them. Why? Because they don't know its meaning and they don't act according to it. Because if you say La ilaha illallah, mean you say no one has the right to be worshipped except Allah. Which means you should never ever devote not even one act of worship for other than Allah. They don't. They say La ilaha illallah and they slaughter for the jinn. They say La ilaha illallah and they believe that somebody in the grave can still help them out. They say La ilaha illallah and they believe in sihr and magic. He said, and how many who say it have not reached this